So, hi Gemini, welcome back to your extended love reading for the month of July 2019. If you were guided to this video before you have watched that first part, there is a link here somewhere. I recommend to watch this first to see if I even pick up on your energies today, because that's the extended. So we make a bit room here. And then we just dive deeper. First of all, we look into your situation, Gemini. So, first of all, I want to know what's going on in Gemini's heart space when it comes to their soulmate, love interest. What's going on in Gemini's heart space? Yeah, the Fool. So, wanting that brand new beginning from zero, leaving behind all the baggage, taking the risk, having that leap of faith. A lot in your head. That's the self-made mind prison, and we've had the cage already. So going around in circles on your mind over the same situation, but that will bring no solution. You have to let go of the control here. You have to get out of that self-made mind prison, and you have control over your mind. You have. It's just your decision to stop doing this. It won't take you anywhere if you're just thinking about it over and over and over and over and over again. It makes no sense. You won't come to any kind of solution. It's just draining you. It's just wasted energy. And the Chariot. So, very fast positive movement forward is your wish here in the heart. That's what you're thinking about. You wish for that brand new beginning, for really fast positive movement forward. You have enough of waiting. So we have Cancer and Aries here again, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the swords. But yeah, really try to let go a bit here. Surrender. Do you recover, calm your mind, really meditate to calm your mind down, to slow your mind. What's going on in the mind space of Gemini when it comes to their person? I know that I sometimes sound very strict, but it's really from the bottom of my heart, because I was there, and I've seen many years ago how it can change if we just make the decision. So it's not on me to tell you what to do, even though I say you have to. Of course, it's always your decision. You know your situation, you know if I'm right, if I'm talking to you when I say something like that, and if I say then you have to, I really mean it from the bottom of my heart in the very best way to help you, because I was there and I've seen my world changing so completely by letting go of that kind of energy, by letting go of past pain and past hurt. So I'm not here to tell you something that I didn't experience on my own, and I'm not judgmental at all, because I know how it feels to be there, but I know how much better it feels to have that peace of mind and to see how really it looks like it's miraculously happening when you change your mind and your world is changing. It are really little things that are happening at the beginning, but these little things, if you are aware of them, if you really recognize them, it already gives you a better feeling. And it's really, and the more you get into positivity, the more beautiful things are happening. So mind space, flying out here. So we have the Queen of Cups. So whether this is your person, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the person you're thinking about, then you see them in a very, very, yeah, you see them as this beautiful, intuitive person, very loving, very giving. If this is you, it tells you to, or I get actually that if this is representing you, that they make you feel this way. At least in the past they did make you feel that way, and you want that back. But it's also the advice for some of you to come back into your more loving state of mind. You have so much to give, but with a closed off heart and negative thought patterns, you can't give what you have to give. We have the Page of Coins. So more earth here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So pages are about communication, but it would be, it's just a page. So it would be something very little. So a text message, something like that. Even though it has a good foundation, a solid ground, because it's the Page of Coins. What I get here for some of you, you wish for communication, at least something. So if it's nothing big, if it's no deep conversation, but something, please. So that's what I'm hearing for some of you. For others of you, you could be dealing with a younger person and a very slow moving person. And Spirit told me to take the bottom and look what this is. So Leo again on the table, the Sun card. So that's the most positive card in the whole tarot. Illumination, clarity, happiness, joy, fulfillment. So you see them in that they are your sunshine. That's your mind space here. So actually, we've had here that forgiveness card, but actually at least until now, I don't see any kind of, I've seen your fears and that you are a lot in your head, but actually I don't see unforgiveness. So what's the message of Gemini's higher self when it comes to this love connection? What is going on the soul level here? We have the Nine of Wands, and this one wants to pop out, and the Six of Wands. So beautiful. So the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. Someone who really was fighting a lot of battles. What brought a lot of spiritual and personal growth. But it's the wounded warrior. He's very cautious what's going on around them, and he's ready to fight again if necessary. He's very guarded. So Spirit is telling you here, if you want a new beginning, you have to let your guards down a bit, at least a bit, because no one can come in when you are guarded. And you can be victorious here. You can trust your intuition. It's the Six of Wands, that's victory and success and growth, and the possibility is there. Let's get one more for this part. Yeah, the Three of Cups, the card of celebration, but also the card of reconciliation, union, reunion. So it is possible to happen. Just let your guards down a bit. I'm happy that I don't see any kind of heartbreak anymore. So what's going on in the physical here for Gemini? How do they show off to many? How do they show off in the physical? the Hanging Man. So Pisces again. A Palace card, Palace of Wands, and the bottom, Seven of Wands. So the Hanging Man is a very spiritual card. It's about going within, looking at the situation from all different angles to get the bigger picture, to make good decisions, to change the perspective. So that's a very, very great card. The Palace of Wands with the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is the card of standing your ground, being in a very defensive mode. So something about a home here or a workplace. I get more home. So some of you may be struggling because they have to move somehow, even though they don't want to. Or it's the workplace. I mean, it's a general read, so we have many different scenarios here going on. So for some of you, you have a lot of struggle at the workplace, having the feeling that you have to defend yourself and stand your ground all the time, and it's exhausting you. So let's see what's going on with your soulmate here. What's going on in the heart space of Gemini's soulmate when it comes to Gemini, please? King of Pentacles, so more Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Wow, Ten of Pentacles. And the Sun. These cards are so clear. So it's their heart space. It's how they feel about you. I mean, alone these both cards here. The Sun, you also have the Sun with the Ten of Pentacles. That is the ultimate happiness and very solid. I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is serious commitment. It is marriage. It is happiness on a very solid ground because it's Pentacles energy. And that combined with the Sun card, what is also the happiness card. And yeah, we have the King of Pentacles. So if this is your person, I get from Spirit they are getting ready to, so they brought their pentacles in order, their financial situation, to have something to offer you. Or this is representing you, but actually I don't get it that way. I get from Spirit here and intuitively that you and the situation with you, we've seen this in the first part of the reading, that they've gained a lot of strength and power through this connection. And actually you brought them the strength to build up their own life first, their own solid foundation, and that is the King of Pentacles, right? So he has a very solid foundation. So now he is able to offer you the Ten of Pentacles, a good life, a commitment where he feels comfortable with, because he has something to offer, even though maybe for you that is not even important. But they see you also, you are their sunshine too, here is what I get. So we've had mirroring already in the first part of the reading, so it's really beautiful energy. I think the only thing you have to, if you're still dealing with unforgiveness I've already talked about this, but what you for sure have to try to do is to get a bit more out of your mind, to surrender, to just don't think too much about it. So what's going on Gemini's soulmate's mind when it comes to Gemini? What's going on their mind when they think about Gemini? What do they think? We have, okay, we have the Three of Swords, so the heartbreak card. Yeah, okay, very clear message. We have, yeah, how I've said, first card out was the Three of Swords. That's the heartbreak card, combined with the Eight of Cups, letting this go. Letting go of the Five of Swords energy and the Six of Cups. So they are thinking about you. Six of Cups is, first of all, also a reconciliation card, but it's the soulmate energy. It is someone from your past is returning. It are nostalgic feelings and thoughts. So they are thinking about you in a very nostalgic way, but they are very aware of what they did to you. And they want to leave the past behind here. Five of Swords would be mind games, manipulation, and Three of Swords is the heartbreak. So they hope that they can leave this behind with you. And we've had the Fool in the first part for them too. You have the Fool here in this part of the reading. But they want to have that new beginning too. But they know that for what I get actually is they have to forgive themselves with that forgiveness card here. They are regretting what they did to you, and they don't know how to make it right now. I mean, they know now they have to offer you something. They can offer you that solid, great foundation. They can offer you their heart and happiness, but they don't know if it's possible after what they did to you in the past. What is the message of their higher self? What's the message of the higher self of Gemini's soulmate when it comes to this love connection? The King of Cups. So you have the King of Cups somewhere. I can't remember where. I've seen him somewhere. Ah, here it was. Here it was. Just to clarify. And there we've had the Eight of Cups too. And the Fool. There it is. There is the story line. So, the King of Cups. The Alien, what would be the Hermit? And also the Hanged Man and the Empress wanted to come out too. So what I get with the King of Cups, you make them feel, whether it is a water sign you're dealing with, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios. We have all signs now on the table. But what I get here is you make them feel like the King of Cups. That, yeah, very loving and giving king. Stirring up the romantic feelings. They don't even, or they didn't know that they have that romantic side. You were causing this. And we have a couple here, King of Cups and Queen of Cups. So same suit. So with the Hermit card, Alien card, the Hermit card is as well as the Hanged Man, and they have the Hanged Man too. So that's pretty spiritual energy. Both cards are about going within, doing soul searching and changing the perspective, getting the bigger picture to make the right decision. And this is you. So they see you as the Empress. Very grounded, very given. Their goddess. So Spirit is telling us here that they whether went already within, because they already know what they want here. They just don't know how to make the past, well, yeah, undone. But it could also tell us that they are still in this hermit mode, and hermit and hangman the same time, so that would be really isolating themselves. So if you don't see anything about them, not even on social media, it is because they are very well going within at the moment. What's going on in the physical for Gemini's soulmate? How do they show off in the physical? So much mirroring, guys. 8 of Swords and the Moon. So they are also in that self-made mind prison as well as you, thinking about you all the time. And that paired up with the Moon, what's also about anxiety and nightmares and sleepless nights. They just don't know how to move towards you. They don't know if you would take them back after what they did to you in the past. They don't know. What I get here is the message. I don't know if what I can offer will be enough. So both of you are a lot in their heads about each other and the situation. Both of you are wanting the same. And that's always, as a reader, when we see both sides mirroring that much and wanting the same, but both are not able to communicate what they feel and want. That's really, we just want to take the both of you, shake you up, and tell you just talk. But yeah, of course, we also know how complicated it can be, and especially if there was hurting going on between the two of you already. So it's difficult enough to forget about past pain and resentment and to open our hearts again to someone new if someone was hurting us. But to open up to the same person again that was hurting us is another challenge, right? So let's get some shared energies here. Yeah, so the past. 7 of Swords, betrayal, lies, sneaky behavior, deception. And this deck called Seek the Truth. So both of you have the Hangman. What is, look at the situation from all different angles to get the big picture, and this card says seek the truth. So really try to see the big picture. And we've had at the very beginning of the reading, in the first video, the message that you should embrace the whole journey with all that is and all that was, also the painful experiences, and embrace them. So it's shared energy. So the past is still a topic here, especially on their side, because they don't know if you would forgive them, and I really feel here they didn't forgive themselves yet. And yeah, of course we have the 8 of Swords energy as the shared energy, because both of you have the 8 of Swords already. So the self-made mind prison again being a lot in your head, going around in circles. The base chakra, root chakra. So yeah, that is shaking up the foundation. We don't feel safe and grounded and protected as long as we are in this energy. And when we don't know how the other one is feeling, what the other one is thinking, are they even thinking about me still? Of course, that is something that will unground us. So feeling alone, 5 of Pentacles. Again, it's shared energy. Energy that both of you are in. So feeling alone. Also the card of feeling left out in the cold. But I get more that really that feeling alone. Thinking of each other. Both alone. Both in the hangman mode. So going within. Yeah, the tower is still... it's a tower card. In this deck it's called Rebuild, and for me this is more yeah, so the tower was in the past and now it was destroying our structure, our foundation, so the foundation of this relationship, of this connection, and now it's time to rebuild this foundation and structure again. And first of all, we can do this by forgiveness, by letting go of emotional baggage of the past and by getting out of our heads here. And we have the Judgment as the last card for the shared energies. So Judgment is, yeah, I get closing a karmic cycle. It's the card of enlightening. It's called Blossom in this deck. So rebuilding the foundation. Both of you have the Sun card here. You both want the same. Gemini. So let's get 2 cards from the Romance Angels for you first. Yeah, separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So you are in separation. There is no surprise here, but that is what you are thinking about. You think that can change, that won't change. We've seen this at the very beginning, and we have codependency here. Addictions are affecting your romantic life, and I want to really point out again, I don't mean that, or let's say it the other way around. I mean this in the most loving way when I tell you this now. That is the codependency. That is the addiction. You are making your life, your everyday life, just depending on them. Just depending on, we are separated, and being in your head all the time that nothing will get better. I don't believe it anymore, but I feel still the same way for them. And that is codependency. That is toxic energy. So again, the advice here to really try to get out of your head here and let go. Don't look on social media every 10 minutes what they are doing, what they are posting. Do you take care of yourself? You are wondering why you feel exhausted? That's exactly why. That is draining your energy. And as long as you are holding on to these kinds of energies, you block them energetically. They are thinking that way because you are holding on to this so tightly on your mind. It's all energy. Every thought is energy. And in deep soul connections like this, we are feeling the other one's thoughts energetically. So if you are just in your head about nothing ever happens here, I want them back, they are my sunshine, I want reunion, but it's not happening. Or even holding on to unforgiveness, still thinking about the Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles of the past, the Tower. Could also be meant with the separation card, because the Tower was the reason for the separation, right? Or the separation was your Tower, however it resonates for you. But by holding on to this so tight in your head, you make them feel that way. You make them think that way, that they can't move towards you because you haven't forgiven them. Let's see what they get here. 2 cards for Gemini's soulmate. Yeah, look what they think. Unrequited love. They think you don't love them, even though you want them back and are in your head 24/7 about them, wanting them back. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So, yeah. And they are thinking this, and we've seen this in the mind space, because of your way of thinking. That's a downward spiral here. So there has to, the Hangman didn't came up out of coincidence. So it's really necessary to go within and change the perspective. And calm your mind, really slow down your mind here. And don't make this person the most important thing of your life. You are the most important thing in your life. You have to feel happy and be positive about your life. You are responsible for your own happiness, not them. They are the cherry on the cake. Yeah, that's what they want. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, honeymoon. You make them feel, we've seen this here. Shared energies. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So the possibility is here. Doesn't have to be engagement actually right away, but higher level of commitment. So really one step further. Progress. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energies. So whether it is holding on to a past relationship here, to past pain and resentment and hurt, what was, I really get here that they were hurting you, then it's meant that you still have to let go of the past here. Not of the ex, but of what happened in the past. They've changed anyways, if it's the same person. So, and if it was someone else, I've said this already earlier, you also have to let go of the past. So if there was third party, I don't see third party at all here. But if there was third party, of course, it is about to let go of one person. Could also be that it's just energetically still there. So there is no third party anywhere here. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So let's get some possible future energies here for your connection. Yeah, moving on, Six of Swords. So that is leaving the stormy waters behind and moving on into calmer waters. Leaving any kind of past baggage behind. We've had the Eight of Cups twice already. That is leaving emotional baggage behind and moving on. So that is, and swords are mental energy. So really leave behind, move on from that mental prison. It's a self-made mind prison, and you have the power to change this just on your own by deciding to do so. Yeah, so we have suffering and silence, Nine of Swords again. That was in your first part of the reading, the darkest fears, same card, same energy, suffering and silence. And we have the Eight of Wands. What would be, it's called accelerated motion here, but it is about really very fast and positive movement forward, communication, travel. So that's what you wish for. It's also shared energy, right? Possible future energy is also for the both of you. So both of you have to leave something behind. Both of you are suffering in silence and wanting to move this whole thing finally forward in a very fast way here, in a very positive way. But both are totally caught up in their thoughts here, negative thoughts. And again, the sun. Look at this light. That's the sun card. Third time out. There is so much potential, Gemini. So much potential. But you are the creator by the way you think and feel. Be aware of that. That was topic of the first part of the reading. Ace of Pentacles, prosperity begins. The Ace of Pentacles, that solid new beginning, was also already there in the first part of the reading. So the potential is here. I also could read it as moving on, so leaving behind that suffering and silence, and finally move forward and be happy and have that solid new beginning. I just read it that way because I trust that you leave this behind. Leave behind the suffering and silence here. What's the possible outcome? I mean, we already have the sun here, but let's see. Possible outcome here for Gemini and their love connection. Again, the Seven of Wands, stand your ground. Defensive mode. But okay, the Empress again. In this deck, she's called Fertility. And the Ace of Wands, Passion Ignited. Okay, that's the passionate new beginning. The Empress here, called Fertility in this deck, is also the card of the birth of something new, a new cycle of your life. And with that new beginning here, passionate new beginning, Ace of Wands, and here the Ace of Pentacles. So really, we've had here for you the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, where Spirit was telling you to let your guard down a bit. And you've had already the Seven of Wands here in your physical, and here it is again, stand your ground. Really, that's the very defensive mode. Really let your guards down here a bit too, but I think that would happen as soon as you get a bit more out of your mind here. So let's get two cards from this deck here, some messages. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. So that is again pointing out that all parts of the journey, also the negative feelings, also the pain, the struggle, the challenge, is all part of the journey, and we have to embrace all of it. because that's what's making us grow spiritually and personally. Turn on your heart light. I can't read that. It's so small. My eyes aren't the best, so. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. Yeah, you've had the Queen of Cups on your mind, in your mind space, and Spirit was telling us with this, get back into your more loving way. And at the bottom we have physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. Okay. Okay. We have wait, don't rush into it. Allow what? Allow nature to take its course. Yeah, so forgiveness again comes up here. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Yeah, I've said that already. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. And that's exactly what you do by holding on so tight on your mind to that whole situation. And it's not serving in any way. You're just blocking it by doing so. And if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So get out of your mind. And at the bottom we have power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. You also have the power to change things. That was also a topic in the first part of the reading. That you felt powerless to change something. Of course you can't change what they do. Not physically. You can't tell them you have to do this or that or let go of that, but you can change your own state of mind, and that energetically will also help them to let go of this stuff. So one last message for you, Gemini, as an advice from Spirit to close up the reading. Amethyst. Transformation, certainty, and confidence. So that's number 41. A profound transformation is taking place in your life. After much soul searching, you are now back in control. A new you is emerging, poised and with a renewed sense of confidence. You can move forward with certainty. The past is now behind you. The hard work has been done. All you have to do is decide what it is that you truly want. All is now possible. Listen to your heart and don't settle for second best. Set your course and then go for it. Be certain, be confident, and all is yours for the taking. Blessed be. Affirmation: I give thanks for the transformation and healing that has taken place. I move through life with gratitude. I move through life with certainty. I move through life with confidence. I achieve my goals. What I focus on, I create. So what a fitting last message to the whole reading here, Gemini. I hope it helped you in some way. And again, I really have to point this out. I know that I sometimes sound very strict when I say you have to, but it's really coming from the bottom of my heart. So I really hope this helped you in some way here. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best for your situation here, and have a wonderful month of July. Thank you. Bye, Gemini.